Matey, what are you looking at? Hey, how you like that? I ain't wearing that one out, but I'll wear it in the house. This is how I hang out at home. What's up, road dogs and highway hounds? I don't like giving out subscribers' names, but I'll just use Dan. Sent me an email, and he asked how to buy Litecoin. And I kind of take it for granted. I think people know how to do this stuff, and but that's a good thing to to go over. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna show how I do it. You know, it's probably not the best way, but it's a way. It's one way, and it's a way that I do it. But and how I go about the computer, I go at it pretty remedially. But there's little things that I do that I'll share with you just to increase freedom and liberty, because that's what I love about America and all this stuff and our Constitution, and that's why I threw the hat on. I'm a patriot hat. But it's kind of a pirate hat, but no, patriot hat. But I don't know how to do screen shares and all that fancy stuff, but you know, I'll do my version of it, crude as it may be. But you're not here for high tech stuff for sure. I hope not. Well, you're getting your money's worth if you are. But these are some things that I do to increase my freedom, or in my head anyway. Put a sticky note over my camera. But the browser I use is Firefox. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I use Firefox, and I do my searches on DuckDuckGo, because they don't trace, they don't sell your information and all that kind of stuff. But those are a couple little things that I do. But now I just go to some websites. My number one place that I'd be going is to Coinbase, right? And if you don't know how to do that, I'm sure there's tutorials, and you need to sign up, and it's kind of like creating a PayPal account. That would probably be the world's most popular way to buy Bitcoin. I don't know how you do it in your country if you're not from the United States. I think Dan's from Morocco, and we can kind of look, see if they tell you. I think you can buy Litecoin on here, but I've never done it. I just do it. I get stuck in a rut, and I just do things a certain way. Another website that I like is BTC-E. I've been doing this for a long time, and this was, I don't think anybody knows who BTC-E is owned by, but back when I started looking at Bitcoin and Litecoin in about 2013, it was real crude, and somehow I stumbled on this one, and it's been a good one for a long time. That doesn't, mean that it's going to be in the future, but that's one that I use. I also use Shapeshift.io, which is a good one. So what you do is you go down here and find the Litecoin thing. No, come on now. So there you go right there. And this is pretty cool because you don't even have to have an account. So it's pretty easy. So then you just type in them long numbers, And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not rocket science. I can do it, so I'm just kind of showing you some little tricks. I hope I'm getting this framed up right. I'm probably not. Dang it. Sorry, guys. I'll watch this beforehand and see if I need to redo the whole thing. But that's one way I do it. And here's another light address. Uh-oh. Light address. Where is it? .org. There you go. You seeing that one? Beard hair. Through the beard hair. Trying to. This is a pretty cool one. I get my holder. I'll put you off to the side here. I'm trying to be able to see what you're seeing so you can see the screen. But what I like to do, so they make you, this is changing trying to create a random number somehow. I'm sure it's probably pretty effective, but I don't trust it because I'm skeptical. So you move your cursor around. And what I do is I'll go over here to Brain Wallet, and what I like doing, I like putting in the human element here. And, you can go through and then write a phrase in the middle of it. You see what I'm doing? Let me see if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just hitting. Man, this is tough, guys. Really tough. There's better tutorials than this. I'm just trying to help a brother out. But, oh my gosh, hitting buttons. But then you can say this is way too crude, dude. Exclamation. And then put in a bunch of other, oh man. Let me see if I can bring it back. Oh no. Went back to, but you get the idea on that. And then and the thing with paper wallets that you got to be careful with is if you've got a virus on your computer, you can really screw up making paper wallets. So I suggest I'll go to YouTube and try and find the thing that D'Angelo, I forget his name. James D'Angelo, is that it? The one thing that I like about Bitcoin and Litecoin is that you can do the same thing with bit address. Real important to be able to hold your own private keys, and then you make it physical to yourself. But if there's a virus on your computer, or a keylogger or something like that, and this is where it gets freaky. So what I did was I went to the store and bought a brand new computer. I had somebody in the family who understands computers and knows how to do things. They wiped my computer clean, so I didn't have any Microsoft spy stuff on there, because, and I put, I think it was Linux Mint he put on there. And the first thing I did was I went to the lightAddress.org, and then I logged off of my Wi-Fi. So I turned my Wi-Fi off, so if there's something watching on the Wi-Fi, because those brain wallets that I just talked about are I don't know what you call it, probably call it client side. I'm making this stuff up as I go, folks. But the generation of the address actually takes place on your computer. If I had the skills, I would go get a Raspberry Pi. I would put it on a thumb drive, which I don't know how to do. But I would put whatever that website, that generator is, bitaddress.org and liteaddress.org. I would put them on a thumb drive and somehow figure out how to put it into a Raspberry Pi, totally offline, never been online, never will be online. And I would generate them that way and print them off of a computer that doesn't have any connection to Wi-Fi, an old computer, or a printer, sorry, that has no Wi-Fi connection, because you don't want any loose holes in your method. And I got some holes, and I think you know, I haven't lost any yet. So, but I don't check my numbers either. So, I created. So I went through and I made a bunch of paper wallets and I kept them. But yeah, so I got a Coinbase account. I buy my Bitcoin. Now, I'd probably use Coinbase to buy my Litecoin if they wouldn't have drug their feet so long on, giving Litecoin a little credibility. But I think the CEOs probably went down to the beach house in Ethereum and hung out with all the bankers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not a big fan of Coinbase. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust Charlie Lee. Love him, but don't trust him. And it's no disrespect. It's the way I feel about things. He created it. Great. Awesome. Thank you. But I don't know why or whatever. But it was a great idea, and, that's just how I roll. I don't know you, but paper wallet. So that tutorial paper, I think it's James D'Angelo and Blackboard series. It's an old video, and it's the one that I did. But if you find some videos on how to create paper wallets, that would probably be it. But see, a lot of people don't understand that you can hold your Bitcoin and you can hold your Litecoin, and you don't have to store it on a computer. You don't have to store it. You can create them so that you hold it physically, like real stuff. You can hold it in your hand. If you have the skills to know how to print a paper wallet and hold those in your hand, and Adam Meister will give you a tutorial on what's that thing he's pushing. I have the Ledger wallet on my mind. I don't use any hot wallets because I don't spend them. I got one on my cell phone, and I just put very little on there just to, cause I don't, I'm waiting to see if it would disappear someday, but I've never lost any, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if this helps or whatever, but it's my crude understanding, and there's probably some people that have better ways about explaining it, but that's my way, and that's what I do. Some things about, I'm going to make some videos, I've been thinking about this lately, is some strategies on how to buy your Bitcoin and your Litecoin. I've been thinking of a 1 to 100 ratio. Some people will trade. I know Adam Meister, he's about the only other guy I listen to on YouTube now, because I just don't have time to go through everything. I really like him. I trust him as far as I can throw him. He looks like a pretty skinny fella, so I imagine I could throw him for, I don't know. Maybe we'll meet someday and we'll try and toss each other. I'm just messing around. But no, he's a good dude. I think he's one of the people that I think are trustworthy. I don't think they're out for themselves. And Tone Vase is another one that I like. Andreas Antonopoulos is somebody that I like. As for all these other guys, I just don't know enough about them. But from what I've seen from those three, I think they got a good head on their shoulders, and they're pretty reasonable people. And you know, I think the one thing that you have to be careful about is just that you can be misled by somebody who passionately believes the wrong thing. And so I caution you even about me. You know, I buy into the Litecoin concept, but that's me. I'm just one guy. But I think there's a lot of other people out there that feel the same way, and it makes sense. The gold to silver ratio, it is money. So why not just keep the gold and silver thing going? And then I think there's a lot of good reasons for it. I think people see it, and now I've rambled on enough. If you got any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and do one of those first 3 comments down below with the Litecoin address. I'll send you a free Litecoin. All right, just put your Litecoin down below. The address, first 3 guys I'll send, or gals, whatever. Or, well, it's a new millennium, so whatever gender of your preference, or I don't know how people look at it. I just think of men and women. You got a penis, you're a boy. You have a vagina, you're a girl. I'm kind of simple like that, but call me crazy. It's a good day to be crazy. Adios, muchachos.